Today I decided to conduct a little investigation in GTA 4, in which I follow the NPCs in Liberty City, mainly Algonquin, and just see where they go, what they do. You know, like what they actually do when we aren't following them, because obviously they despawn. They're not really meant to be followed. But my first victim is in front of me here, this grayish SUV type car. I've decided to name the driver of this car Ben. Here's a close-up of Ben. Don't get used to this though, because after a few minutes, Ben's appearance completely changed. Yeah, so when I was at this traffic light, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but this taxi driver guy behind me, he just came up to me and stole my car, pretty much. Well, no, he tried to fight me. And I was dedicated to not losing our boy Ben. So, of course, I shot him up, got back in the car, and I got a star as well, but I didn't have time. So, I just used the cheat code, which I feel ashamed of. But, hey, I'm dedicated to Ben, alright? And once again, Ben looks different. He's wearing like a blue shirt now, and yeah. Unfortunately, I crashed into a wall, and my car flipped over, but I was absolutely dedicated to keeping up with Ben. So, I stole the car behind me, and I went off to Ben again. After about 10 minutes, I was getting a bit bored with Ben, so I decided to make him crash. And he would not move anymore. So I decided it was time that we follow Ben on foot. So I decided to take Ben out of his car so we can have a conversation face to face. But unfortunately, the cops came after me. So I decided to use a cheat code just in time. If I combined every single woman in the world, I'd still be the biggest pussy. Ben appeared to be having trouble walking. So, like a kind, loving person, I decided to punch him to try to get him up, just to try to get him mobilized. I just kicked him a few times. But it wasn't really working. He was still walking like an idiot. So I just hit him with a baseball bat. But unfortunately, this killed him. Rest in peace, Ben. Right when I was trying to give him a proper memorial with a grenade, this dumbass in a limo hit me with his limo. And I decided we know who our next victim is going to be. Dumbass Ben in a limo. So dumbass Ben drove off in his limo, thinking that would actually stop me from coming to kill him. But I didn't want to just shoot his car, right? I wanted him to have a slow, very uneventful, and just very painful and horrible death. So yeah, I followed him for a while. And yeah, obviously I crashed into him a few times. And it was by this point where he was just he was just taking off, he was taking over the whole road with his dumbass limo. Just like dumbass Ben in his dumbass limo. Now, as I went around this corner to try and find evil Ben, I noticed that he was not there. He had just disappeared. So it appeared we needed a new target. So after some violence that may or may have not been necessary, I eventually found a target. This old fella right here. And I'll call him Uncle Ben. So, I followed this guy down the stairs. He was pretty chill, he took a phone call. But nothing much was really happening. he was just chill. While I was on my pleasant, unbothered walk with Ben, this stupid art school liberal Brian Griffin dumbass comes up to me. And so, yeah, I punch him. And this obviously scares Ben off. He gets a little bit scared. And also, this guy and lady behind me annoy me for some reason. So I just take care of them. And obviously this scares Ben even more. But I'm dedicated to not losing Uncle Ben. So I follow him down the street over here. He's still a bit scared. And he looks a bit out of it too. He's stopping every now and then. Weird guy. But I just follow him nevertheless. And then the unthinkable happened, and he gets hit by a car. And I think I have a pretty reasonable reaction over here.
I woke up this morning, August 3rd. It's been a pretty slow and uneventful summer. Went to visit a friend in Santa Fe. Went to New Orleans and went to see my family. Woke up this morning, it occurred. I needed one more track to finish up the record. I was feeling out of fuel and uninspired. Laid in my bed too long, a little down, a little tired. Met my girl and we walked down Union Street. I was scattered and my head was in a bunch of places. Bought a $350 pair of lampshades and we ate at Perry's and I ordered crab cakes. Blue crab cakes. Blue crab cakes. Blue crab cakes. She said I seemed distracted and asked what was going on with me. I said I can't explain it, it's a middle-aged thing. She said okay and ate her eggs Benedict. And I looked at the walls cluttered with sports bar shit. Sports bar shit. Sports bar shit. Sports bar shit.